we are doing the 5th edition. This year, we are doing the 5th edition of the triathlon and duathlon. So today we are announcing that this triathlon and duathlon will be held on the 23rd of April. That means we are talking around less than 2 weeks from now. And this will be held in Teluk Bahar. This is the 5th time it is held, and we call this the iconic development, Penang International Triathlon and Duathlon, because it is sponsored by Iconic Development. And the owner of Iconic Development, the housing developer, Dato' Tan, is here. And we want to welcome all those triathletes and duathletes. How many altogether? 800 triathlons. Both are. So far we have 800 participants. How many for triathlon? So half lah. So half for triathlon, half for duathlon. Triathlon means that you have to cycle, swim and run. Cycle, swim and run. I mean, whatever the sequence. Basically, you have to cycle, swim and run. Yes. Duathlon is you only cycle and run, no swimming. Yes. No swimming. So I think the details will be announced by the organizers, and the facts are all stated in the press handout here. So I'll pass it over to Dato' Lim Seh Guan, who is of course the main person behind the triathlon and duathlon. We used to hold the triathlon many years ago. Then it was stopped. We revived it in 2013. We revived it in 2013, the triathlon. So we are now continuing for the 5th year, and we hope that it can be complete. So of course, Dr. Lim Seh Guan is one of the key people behind the triathlon. I'll pass it over to him. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Yang Amat Berhormat, Ketua Menteri Pulau Pinang, Ketua Menteri Pulau Pinang, and before that I would like to welcome our title sponsor, Dato' Tan Kian Teck, and also our organizing chairman, Ben Yoon, who have done a lot of work, and also all the media who are here. I hope you can write a very good report for us, and hopefully, as CM say, we can continue with the triathlon. For the record, I think I remember I came back from Kenya triathlon, and then suddenly CM proposed, why not we have a triathlon in Penang? I think that was in 2013, 2012. That was such a coincidence, because I was also trying to mobilize to get the triathlon going in Penang, because the very first triathlon that was ever held in Malaysia was actually held in Penang. So actually the first triathlon that was held on 31st March 2013, the date is very easy to remember, 3-1-3-1-3-1-3. So that was the very first triathlon it's more like a homecoming triathlon, because Penang State was the first one in Malaysia to held the triathlon, but it was stopped for a long time before CM suggested to revive it in 2012, and we managed to get it going in 2013. So I'm happy to say that it is now in the 5th edition, and I think Penang is a site where triathletes and duathletes like to come, because it's such a beautiful island, and we have been voted so many times as the best place to visit. One of the 10 islands that you must visit before you die, the best place to retire. So I think a lot of people are looking forward to come to Penang. And you must remember that the participants that don't come alone. They come with their family member. They stay in iconic hotel. They come and they stay in a G hotel. So it helps to boost the economy of the state. And at the same time, of course, when they come, like this Chef Wan mentioned that Penang has changed so much. So they come here, they can actually see with their own eye that Penang has really changed. So I think it's a good event that we are trying to promote here. And also, this time round in April, last weekend we cycled to Bali Pulau. I wrote in the booklet asking the participants, don't just race. You know, triathlon is a race, but look up into the durian tree. When you cycle Bali Pulau, you notice the durian flowers are now blooming all over, and it's so beautiful. And on the floor also you can see a lot of durian trees. So I won't take up much time before we proceed. Lastly, I just want to thank Dato Tan Kian Teck of Iconic Group for coming in to bail us out, so to say, because we were everyone short of budget. Was struggling to balance up the budget because of the economy slowed down, and we have so very few sponsors, and then we are not increasing the fees despite all the GST whatever that was loaded on us lah. So I'm glad that Iconic Group came in last minute to bail us out, and we can breathe. And in fact, yesterday was one of the few times we held our meeting in a restaurant with some drinks lah. Other than that, always held at my house. My brain will bring the drinks. Okay, 我们很感谢 Iconic Group 大头蛋 Tan Kian Teck 来最后1分钟来帮我们赞助我们的 sponsor。现在我要邀请大头蛋来跟我们讲几句话。
好，谢谢。尊敬的滨州首长林本林先生，主办单位 ICRAP 主席纳豆李世炎医生，各位赞助商以及各位媒体朋友，大家好。Iconic Group 非常荣幸已成为本届赛会的主要赞助商。我也非常高兴，感谢州政府一直以来都非常重视与推广国际性的赛事。也吸引了世界的高手来参与，也带动了滨州的旅游业与经济的发展。身为滨州的发展商，我们也非常关注提倡健康的活动。祝这次的铁人赛圆满的成功，谢谢。
The organizing chairman Ben Woon will show us a video clip and then brief us on the event very briefly.
Which is next Sunday. So this year we have about 800 participants, and the event main site will be at Telok Bahang Dam, and the flag off will start at 7:30 morning. So for triathlon, the participant will do the swim, bike, run, whereas the duathlon will be doing the run, cycle, run, or run, bike, run. So as mentioned, the event site will be at Telok Bahang Dam, and we will actually set up the dam to two sections. One is the where the participants will have their bikes, and the other side will be the finishing line, as well as the stage for the prize presentations. So for the duathlon participants, the participants will actually flag off from at the dam at 7:30 in the morning. Whereas for the swim is actually will be at the beach side at Telok Bahang, which is just beside the Hindu temples in Telok Bahang. So CM we have actually invited CM to do the flag off for the swim as the past year. So the flag off will be starting the same time, 7:30, where the participants will actually do a 2-loop swim totaling 1.5 km. So we actually introduced this 3 years ago, and this is also the longest transitions for triathlon in the world, whereby after the swim, usually after the swim, the participant will retrieve the bike at the same site, which is a few hundred meters run. But somehow for Penang, because of our transition site is at the dam, so participant after the swim, participants have to come up, wear their running shoes, and run to the dam. So there is additional 2 km. So and this year we have something new further, which is instead of running up slope from this butterfly farm to the dam, we actually prepared the participants to run a 400 step staircase directly connected from the water filtrations the water filtrations PBA water filtrations plant to the dam. This is the additional challenge that the participants are facing this year. So that's same for the duathlon participants. After for the 5.5k run, they will finish with a 400 staircase to go for their second discipline, which is the bicycle. So both triathlon and duathlon participants will do a 40-kilometer ride from Telok Bahang to Balik Pulau. And lastly, the participant will run 10 kilometers surround in Telok Bahang village. So for this, because of the cycling actually involving the hill road of Telok Bahang, and as what Dr. Lim was saying, this is a race. So we will actually have a road closure from actually 7:30 until 11:30 morning from the Hutan Rimba Telok Bahang up to the foothill of Balik Pulau, which is at Pantai Aceh Junctions. So there will be a road closure. So we also seek the member of the press to highlight this in their coverage, so that more people will know about this, and hopefully we don't really have much impact to the other road user on that weekend. Okay, so for participants for triathlon, participants will actually have race pack collections and a dinner. Usually for triathlon, we actually prepare participant dinner. So this year dinner will be at the banquet hall at Komtar Walk. And lastly, we would like to thank all the parties that join organize this event, namely Penang State, MBPP, and also PBA and Police Department, Bomba, St. John's. And we would like to also special mentions Iconic Development, who actually been kind to come in last minute to support this event, and also our official sport nutrition sponsor, which is Blackmores. Yeah, that's all we have on the event. Yeah, I'll pass back to Dr. CM.
Any questions? Blackmores, Malaysia Sdn Bhd. Thank you. Motivation is our official accommodation for the event.